What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/numot for all your magic card needs. Oh, I guess it's going to be morning for YouTubers when you see this 7 a.m. Saturday. But it is late at night for me. I am a bit tired, but that's okay. We've got a draft to record for YouTubers. Remember, there will be 2 videos every day. Either a VOD of the stream that went live earlier and then a 2 p.m. video, or a fresh off the grill 7 a.m. video and 2 p.m. video. So hopefully you're enjoying. We've got some more Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I'm going to first pick this Hard Bristle Bandit because we're going to go 5 color because I want to have some fun. What are other good first picks? I do legitimately think Bandit is one of the best cards in this pack, but Heath is great, Jolene's good, Betrayal, Miner's okay. No, like, even if I wasn't going to play 5 color, I think the Bandit is the best, if not one of the best cards in that pack. So second pick, Desert's Dew, is probably where I'm going to go with here. Fortune's fantastic. That's all you have to say about that. Fortune's fantastic. It's not a bomb, but it's a good value mount. Scorching Shot is good. Skewer's fine. There's a Soured Springs here I'd really like too, but for the 5 color deck, Desert's Dew is premium, and now we're just going to take a green Desert to follow it up. So basically an ideal start. I mean, we don't have a bomb, but we have fixing, removal. That's all you can excuse me, that's all you can really ask for in a start like this. One day I will draft this card, but today is not that day as we have a Cactarantula to take instead. This is pretty close to a bomb. I mean, a 5-mana 6/5 reach that draws you cards when it gets targeted is a fantastic body. So that is a rate I'm happy to play with. This pack, however, is not super good. I think I like taking either the bounce spell or the denial, and I haven't had super good success with denial. I think it's okay, but generally you're better off with a different spell. Now let's just take the failed fording here. Nice tempo, buys you a little bit of time. Also, if you have a desert, you can get some value with the Surveil. So let's go ahead and do that. So I think the blue, black, and green deserts are the best, especially if they are green and black or green and blue. But of course, you'll often play any number of deserts. And a Bandit's Hall, I have come around to this card a bit. It's always awkward, though, when you play some amount of artifacts in your deck and your opponent's running the explosive derailment, right? It always feels like a huge blowout when you get 2 for 1, but it's good enough to take here. There's an Erynx, Prickly Pear, and majority playable cards in that pack. We'll get going with the Hall. Oh, I guess my can is green, isn't it? Cheers. So all the deserts with the Hall are quite good. We've had some crazy drafts the last week. It's been pretty fun. Both losing some crazy games and winning some crazy games. If you haven't caught the live videos, the VODs, I highly recommend checking out the live tab here on YouTube, as in addition to all of the other videos I put out, the VODs from the stream are there for your watching as well. Trover Grizzlies, whatever. I feel like the card I'm most likely to play here is just the Holy Cow. Not a particularly good pack, though, for us. All right, pick 8. There's another One Last Job. That was the one we opened. Again, a really weak pack. Am I sooner going to play Void Slam? Maybe. Yeah, these packs are not giving us the things we want. I mean, I don't mind running a card like Outlaw Medic just because it buys you time in the early game and it draws you a card when it does die, but these are not, wow, these are not the packs we're looking for. We're seeing all of the same cards just going around and around, and I mean, I guess there's a reason for that. A lot of them are just mediocre, but could run the Geyser Drake. Haven't played Void Slime yet, but I don't think it's complete garbage. I mean, I don't love these counters in Limited, but they're like fine. A couple Silver Deputies, we don't want to be playing those either. Yeah, wow. Very, very poor opening pack here for us in pack 2. I mean, Blooming Marsh is alright. There's an Abraded Bluffs here, but this is not ideal. In fact, I think we're supposed to take the Getaway Glamour here instead. This has been a solid removal spell. Frequently will kill the biggest thing, and then you can get some value with Flicker. Could wield the Blooming Marsh, would not be surprising there. Geez. Some drafts it's just not meant to be, and yeah, it doesn't feel like this is coming together very well, but I guess we still have a lot of time. The majority of the draft is still waiting for us. Kellen the Kid and Akul. So this is with plot cards. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you may cast a permanent spell with equal or lesser mana from your hand without paying its mana cost. If you don't, you may put a land from your hand on the battlefield. So more than anything, Kellen is the 3/3 flying lifelink for 3, which is not bad, of course. And in fact, it does look like those colors are the easiest for us to cast, but I think Dance of the Tumbleweeds is just way too good in the, well, green decks of any variety, really, but the 5-color decks especially. I always equate this to like the common Armadillo. It's good early, you get to do a little ramp and fixing, and it's great late as it also gives you a win con, so I think I take the dance there. Ruthless Lawbringer is incredible, but I don't think that's what we want to play in this deck. We're not really going to have the creatures to sacrifice like you would, you know, otherwise if you were playing like Forsaken Miners and stuff, so can take the Derailment here, can take the Boombox. I imagine we take the Derailment and wheel the Boombox. Not seeing the lands we want. There's Lullaby for removal. There's Blast for card draw, plus a little bit of trickiness. Could also take the Lila and see if we pick up any good multicolor cards. There are a few fun ones, of course. I guess the best being the Cruel Ultimatum, if you can pull that combo off. Yeah, I'll take Lila here just in case. You never know. Lonely Arroyo. Blue-white. Yeah, probably need to take the desert. Desperado's alright. Naturalist is fine. Gonna prioritize that land. Man, we've seen actually a ton of Forsaken Miners this draft. Actually, we've seen a couple of Brutes too. Well, Endless Detour is a card that works with Lila, so I guess I'm gonna take it. Gardener over Slick Sequence. That's another card that works with Lila. But the Gardener is actually pretty darn good in this deck. Wow, another Miner. Shoosh. That's like the 4th one, no joke, that we've seen. This is a bit of a brew for sure. So blue-green splashing everything. Maybe even blue-green, red-white splashing black. Sterling Hound is fine. We can cast it with any 3. I guess I don't mind playing Interference if blue is going to be more of one of our mains. If I wasn't forcing 5 color, I'm not actually sure what I should have been in. I guess maybe black? Black mercenary or black outlaws? Was that the correct lane? Quote unquote. Because the biggest thing we're not seeing deserts. Somebody is taking those incredibly high. In fact, we've seen very little green, haven't we? I first picked the bandit. Man, Lawbringer's wheeling. Yeah, maybe black-white was the place to be. Sheesh. Well, could consider putting those medics back in and doing some craziness now instead. Pack 3, we've opened a Gold Vein Hydra. That's a pretty good one. Man, this is an incredible pack for us. We want like 4 different cards here. Hydra, Duelist, Buried, and Dance. I think the Hydra's probably a little bit too good, though. Ooh, wow, we're getting past a huge one. Oh, man. We're going to take the Nexus of Becoming because it's absurd, but I'm losing out on a Bandit here, which is really unfortunate. Also an Eroded Canyon. But, yeah, Nexus of Becoming too much of a bomb. There's another green land, but we don't... Man, it's... the green-red doesn't really help us all that much. I almost wonder if it's better to take the Concealed Courtyard now. You know what's going to happen? We all know what's going to happen. I'm going to pivot into like a black, white, green deck or something, right? I think I'm actually going to take this Concealed Courtyard. Vanishing Verse, yeah. That's also very good with Lila if I still ended up playing that. Oh, there's also another Cactarantula here. Maybe that's what we want instead of Vanishing Verse. But like I said, my blue's not doing anything here. I can always just splash a little bit of black in my white-green deck. That definitely feels like what it's becoming. Ooh, the Omen Path Journey! Okay. God, I wish we had gotten this earlier. This is so... Well, I guess that's not even that good in our deck because we've picked up so few deserts, but this is one of my favorite cards to draft these days. Just because it allows you to kind of just do anything you want to. Forlorn Flats here. I'm going to be a little bit short on playables at this rate, but hey. The fun is calling. Tyrant Scorn. I have basically no other blue cards we want to splash for. Maybe Endless Detour. Probably just supposed to take the Bighorn for a random creature. Another Outlaw Medic. I feel like these medics are going to buy us a lot of time. They're also okay with Boneyard Desecrator. Green, white, splashing black, huh? Is that where I've ended up on? Want to take a 4th medic? We probably just want to take like a Griffin here. This is some jank. This is some major jankage. I'm all for it though. Could Armadillo be worth playing? Maybe. Is Raven good here? How good is this Sterling Hound? How good is my Bandit's Haul? Its Bandit's Haul might be a little bit weak. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we just don't have enough triggers for Raven and Bandit's Hall. So the Bandit's Hall number 2 might just be better off as Sterling Hound number 2. Alright, this is incredible jank, but it is what it is. How much value do I get by running some of these other deserts, like the Lonely and the Backwoods? We're probably still going to run them. This is just going to be a tapped green source. This will be a tapped white source. But we have like Desert's Due and the Journey, which wants extra land types. Jank Central. Alright, let's have some fun. Tried to go 5 color, it just was not available. I should have been in some crazy black-white the entire time. But, yeah, hopefully we can pull off some wins. This is how I draft this format now anyways, so I don't mind it one bit. Okay, yeah, turn 2, Hard Bristle. No reason to hold the Lonely. The Razzle Dazzler, huh? Sultai Razzle Dazzle of all things. You can play the Courtyard next turn or the Flats. The way that I've sequenced though, we're gonna always have to have one of the, or rather the Courtyard's probably gonna have to be tapped. I guess we don't need to, never mind. Dance of the Tumbleweeds was also a good draw. I guess I could just play out the Desecrator this turn. It's probably not bad. Alright, they're gonna drain me for 2, or rather drain for 1. Don't think I'm supposed to use the Desert's Due on one of these yet. Maybe the Raven would have been okay. Like, I could have killed the Raven and also played Gardener that turn. Oh yeah, that seems like a better target. But we're probably just going to dance at the Tumbleweeds here. Remember, this thing has Menace. I don't need to kill the Red Rock Sentinel yet because they only have 3 lands. Seems pretty unlikely that they would use it like that. Oko, okay. They're immediately gonna make an elk.
Your obituary will be quite droll.
Pass. Alright, how do we want to do this? Because the Glamour is actually kind of bad versus an opponent who's not doing anything, but because the Desecrator has Menace, we kind of can make them do some bad blocks, right? So I think we save the Desert's Due as a trick. I think 6 goes to Face and Boneyard goes to Oko. No, they're just not going to block it then. Okay, we'll send both at Oko. They're going to have to block with 3 creatures here to save him. Remember, you can only flicker non-token creatures with this. Oh, they went deep. Let's see, 2, 4. Well, actually, if I kill the 3/3, they only have 4 damage, so I wouldn't even need to use one of my tricks. Besides the deserts do. Or I wouldn't need to sack more than 1 creature here. They just chumped the deputy. Okay. I mean, I need to find a little bit more action. Like, they have nothing but spells in their hand. Maybe a land if they've drawn one for the turn now, which presumably they would. Luckily for us, they're just drawing 2 and discarding 2. They're not getting plus value out of that. But yeah, if I draw another land next turn, we might actually lose this. Just from not doing anything. Okay, that's actually not bad. So yeah, we can send everything at Oko here. Sweet. Okay, that's fine. I mean, yes, that's a lot of missed damage on their face, but gotta get the Planeswalker off the battlefield. What is in their hand? We know they have spells, because they've been bricking. Or they were bricking on land. They are 2 mana away from Overwhelming Forces. They are multiple white away from Final Showdown. I don't think we flicker that. I think we just let it happen. At this point, we don't want the journey. It would pull 5, or actually, no, it wouldn't. We have most of our non-basics already out, so in fact, it would only grab a few basics. Plotted a lockpicker. Well, I can go for lethal here. I guess I probably should. And they did have a counter. Okay. And then we drew Nexus of Becoming. That's right, that's in our deck too. Sure, we'll get a 3/3 spider. I don't think that's going to be good enough, friend. Even if they have another removal spell. Still just dead. Alright, we'll take it. We'll take every win we get with this deck, because, yeah. You all saw how it is. It is a deck of cards, we'll put it that way. Let's go to the next. Alright, let's go off to round 2. With whatever brew we got going on here. Yeah. Can't complain about always having the ramp cards early on, huh? Bandit into Gardener seems good. Maybe we can draw a Cactarantula for like a turn 4 Cactarantula. Right, Outlaw Medic. Not a bad draw, actually, since we have Lawbringer in hand. I can't say I necessarily wanted to double up. Red Rock Sentinel. That'll probably be worth killing. Hey, that is exactly what I was talking about. Turn 5, or rather turn 4 Cactarantula. Perfect. When it's not doing anything, so... a couple ways we could play this turn. Let's definitely start off by attacking with the spider. And I guess what I'm going to do is Medic plus Holy Cow, and then we can put the 1/1 counter on the Holy Cow and have a couple of fat flyers as well. Pass. Oh, that's really good too. Let's see. So they can triple block my spider. I guess what I can do here instead is... Lawbringer their Sentinel? Yeah, let's just Lawbringer their Sentinel. And attack with the flyer and the spider. We'll probably chump here. But, I mean... despite a lot of our cards not being that great, I think we're probably too far ahead at this point. Okay. No, Rise of the Varmints was good. No doubt. In that case... let's just get the flyers going then. I don't think I want to trade for 3 of the spider, or 3 of the varmints. Though I don't necessarily think that would be bad. It's really tough for them to activate Dredger, because then they're just dead to the 2 flyers. Alright, spider of their own. So, can I kill them? Should be lethal here. Destroy... sorry. Make sure I do this right. Exile that, kill that. So if they don't have a Snakeskin Veil, this should be lethal. I count 5 ground attackers to their 4 blockers, plus 6 automatically get through in the air. Okay. We will take it. Wins are wins, even if the deck isn't necessarily that good. But I mean, we've got ramp, we've got some big creatures, we've got interaction. It's not like this deck can't win, it's just... would not expect it to get too many more wins, let's put it that way. These are the deck's scrappy wins. Oh no. Look at my hand. Armadillo and 2 medics. This is embarrassing. Oh, this is quite embarrassing. But you know what? We've made our bed. We're gonna sleep in it. And the Armadillo might even be good versus red-black anyways, you know? plot a coyote, okay. Go land pass, set up for the cow. Spring Splasher. Alright. No, we don't need that since we have dance. I am a little bit embarrassed with my card quality right now, but hey, it is what it is. That's fine. Okay. I mean, if my opponent's not doing much either, that's fine as well, you know? That is not a good splasher attack, yeah. We'll take the 4. And we'll just chill. We will absolutely just chill here. Go get ourselves a 7/7. Thing is, I actually want to grab a basic in case we draw our Omen Path. We are running out of other lands. That does hurt my Desert's Dew slightly, but we don't have it anyways. Sure. This is where the Armadillo actually starts doing some work. Speaking of Desert's Dew, double pump the Armadillo. Yeah, hit him for 8. The medics are extremely good blockers right now. This is so sad. Yeah, I'm gonna double block, because if they want to use a trick to kill a medic and save their coyote, I still presumably draw some cards here. Oh, that's a little more annoying. But I keep one of my medics and I still draw a card, so. Desecrator with medics, not terrible. It's also not bad. Sweet. Let's go. Just gonna take the 2-for-1 if they don't do anything. No reason for me to pump again. Awesome. Another unfortunate accident, okay? No big deal, I'll take 4. Pumping our medic with the Sterling Supplier next turn is also pretty great. Or drawing Gold Vein Hydra. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's lethal by itself if they don't do anything. Okay. Probably asking themselves, what the hell is this deck? And the answer is, I don't know either. Alright, we do it again. This thing tramples too, so... Good luck, friend. No, that ain't gonna save you either. Alright. So unless they have, like, land bounce, they will just be dead here. Alright, good game has been called. Nice. 2-0. Wait, are we 3-0 or are we 2-0? I don't actually remember anymore. Some number of wins. We're 3-0. Okay, hey, even better. Look, let's not ask any questions. Let's not complain. Another pretty solid looking opening hand. I think the smallest I would want to make Hydra is a 4/4. Hydra, not a combo with our getaway. Cannot flicker it to good value there. Alright, the turn 1 Dillo so far has a 100% win rate. Ooh. That is not a card we want to see. That is a card we want to see. Actually, you know what? With this hand, it might be correct to make this a 3/3 here. For curve purposes, because now next turn, I can supplier it into a 4/4 while developing out the flyer, right? Yeah. That's fine. I mean, Hydra did his job. So we need to find one more land. Man, if we draw an untapped land next turn, we're going to be sitting really, really pretty. Actually, it doesn't have to be untapped. Any desert works too. Yeah, basically any land in our deck except for Concealed Courtyard is a fantastic draw. Perfect. Alright, let's just get the Nexus online and start drawing extra cards. There's the Courtyard. I do not want to make the Spider a 3/3. Alright, they can make the Bighorn a 4 power here. They should probably attack for 3. I'm not attacking on the ground, right? Yeah. That's great too. Let's go to combat, see what we draw. Gardener as a 3/3, I accept. Couple ways I could play this. I mean, if I play one of my large creatures, the Glamour gets worse, but I guess that's fine. Because if they don't have a way to kill my 7/7, they're pretty screwed anyways, you know? I'm also fine here if they want to use a way to kill my Armadillo. That one's a little annoying because they gain extra life, but I think that's okay. Journey's interesting. All right, let's actually play this pre-combat. We get the full 5. Because now when Nexus we draw with, we're less likely to draw land. Oh yeah, 3/3 Medic's also nuts. They might just chump with the 1/1 token here. If they do go for a multi-block, we can try to get them with the getaway. I'm at 18 life, so only having 2 blockers shouldn't be too bad. Well, I think we're 4-0 with this deck, and if we just lost the next 3, I wouldn't even complain that much, because 4-0 start with this thing is, well, let's just, yeah, we'll just go to the next game. Turn 2 Bandit, check. Actually, this hand's kind of great, as turn 2 Bandit, turn 3 Omen Path Journey filters and pulls so many lands away from our deck. Magda, okay. We are gonna start getting out of control. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we grab another plains. 5. The ramp is real. Now we just need to start finding our spiders and stuff. I don't really care if they counter my hound. Actually, I am going to play out the medic so that we don't waste our scry with our cow, since we know we want to draw the supplier anyways. They're probably looking at my stuff and like, they don't want to kill any of it, right? Yeah, they're like, alright, best target is my Sterling Hound, sure. I mean, I guess they have a counter here. I don't need to run into open mana. I'm okay just pumping the Armadillo and passing. Okay, that is a little bit annoying. That's definitely a card I can lose to. I guess if... Oh man, they have 2 Sphinx. I was gonna say, if all goes well, 2 3-power flyers might be good enough. I don't think that's good enough. Armadillo's a tank here. Rip our Gold Vein Hydra off the top or something. Love it. Yeah, Gold Vein Hydra off the top, or our Lawbringer. Anything that can interact with... Well, I don't know. I still think we're losing this game, but... Who knows? That ain't great. They can block with the Magda, and I'll just gain 1 life, or they can let me draw a card. Either way, I'm happy with, right? Because the medic is not blocking or anything here, so... That was the turn. That drawing Hydro would have won. Needed to hit our 1 out of 20 whatever. Oh, God, that is really unlucky. We do not have that many lands left in the deck. They plotted a robbery. And an empty hand planned the heist. Very nice. Wow. Brutal. Just take 4 here. Oh my god, are you kidding? Wow. Incredibly unlucky, huh? Five lands left? Sheesh. That was probably the only window we had. Now they just have too many cards in their hand. Here comes Explosive, yeah. What can you do? Look at the land differential, and we have the same number of cards in deck. Now, granted, I pulled 5 out with Omen Path, but... realistically... it's still pretty unlucky, so... yeah, we're gonna need to draw our Hydra and have them not have any interaction. 5, 8, 11, 14, 18. Alright. That ain't gonna cut it either. Well. Little bit too many land. Oh, I could have played the Desecrator and sacked the Medic and drawn 1 extra card. I wouldn't have had enough mana. That would have been 6 mana, 2, 4, 6. Oh, we would have had 7 mana left. That irrelevant. Never mind. 8 mana because it would have given us a treasure, but... good beats. I mean, again... started off 4-0 with this deck. If we lose the next 3, or rather 2 now in a row, I can't even be mad. Alright, 4-1. What? No turn to Outlaw? How unlucky. I can't be very selective with this deck. I mean, this hand is like C tier at best cards, but... well, that's the deck, so... I don't need to play Gardener on turn 3. We can play Hound if we want to, but the nice side about playing the Gardener is that we do have a few cards that make it really worthwhile, right? If we draw like a Spider next turn, of which we have, what, 2 of them. If we draw our Nexus of Becoming next turn. Wait, no, Nexus doesn't work, but Spider does because we have a Desert. Naked Nurturing Pixie. Maybe throw from the saddle my 2/2. Yeah, it's the only thing that made sense. Well, we weren't drawing a Spider anyways. So they just had a bad green-white mount start. Oh, maybe they're not so much mounts, and they're not attacking with Pixie for some reason. Let's set up our draws now. So, notably, I do not have double green until I play this Gardener, but I'm not going to mulligan away a 6/5. Because at this point, they're very unlikely to kill my Gardener, right? They have a steer clear in their hand, is what priority is telling me. Now, if they were paying attention, they'll notice that I topped a card with the Sterling Hound, and then I played an Oasis Gardener and a land. So 1 card left in my hand. I guess they could just assume it's anything, really. Maybe that's not a relevant point. Yeah, happy to chump here with the medic and just cash in for a card. Gain 6 life. Okay. Again, I should be happy we got to as many wins as we did. Now, we can have some good draws with this deck, right? We can draw an early Nexus with our ramp and stuff and get there, but... guessing the cards we want to draw are like... well, we have a ton, but... like, Lawbringer into Getaway is kind of insane. Lawbringer, sack the medic, draw a card, kill their commando, and then Getaway to flicker our... wow, they're gonna lullaby my... okay, that's good. So steer clear in hand. Which means they can deal 4 damage to something. Which means I'm gonna block the Bighorn here. Because we'll get to kill the Bighorn and the... oh, they're just attacking for 6 now. Alright, yeah, I think we just chump. Cash in. I can't cast that, because... oh, yes, I can. I was gonna say, can't actually cast that. Because they killed my Gardener, but... we really want to get the value out of the spiders. We really want them to target him. Build a mystical tether. That's kind of nice to see. Yeah, so last card in their hand is a steer clear. Nice. I mean, I guess I could just use... no, I don't want to get 2 for 1. If I double block with the 3-4 and the 3-2, yeah. We'll just trade. Okay. They want to steer clear my Griffin, that's fine. Great. Alright, battle the top decks. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised they didn't attack with Pixie. I block with Spider and they go for the steer clear. Well, no, that's not actually that good, because if they target the Cactarantula, it draws a card. So... they do get to bounce their Pixie, which is kind of cute. If they want to, and they probably should, right? Build another creature. Well, I guess they don't even need to tap the Spider, do they? In fact, we want them to tap the Spider. Yeah. Oh, they tapped my Hound. Oh. I guess that makes sense, too. Yeah, like I said, they don't even need to tap the Spider. Do I trade my spider away at this point? I don't think so. We'll just let them kill the bighorn and the bandit. Because the spider's holding off every other creature, and again, they can't tap it without me drawing cards, so... Oh, in my time of need, I keep drawing a bunch of land. My opponents... Be nice if they could draw some land. So now I probably have to trade with the possum because they can keep bouncing the Frontier Seeker. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, are they thinking about tapping my spider now and giving me a card? I guess... Oh, wait, what? What is going on? Okay. Now we're pretty far behind. A couple of spells versus a couple of land. And they ripped another possum. A bit frustrating. Alright, now we'll tap the hound. Oh, they didn't tap the hound. I mean... That doesn't win the game and we're too far behind. I actually need to bottom that and hope to rip something better. As weird as that is. Just gonna double block this, only lose one creature. Well, what can you do? Their draws were just a little bit better than mine were. And by a little bit, I mean a lot, but good beats. I shouldn't have jinxed myself. I shouldn't have said I'd be happy if we went 0-3 after starting 4-0. I still would like to get a couple wins. Let's draw our Nexus more frequently. Alright. 4-2. That looks like a... keep? Yeah, I guess that is a keeper. Let's just plan on drawing our hard bristle bandit on turn 2. I don't think I can be too selective with his deck. This is one of the hands where I'd actually like to have the outspoken medics or whatever. Don't do it. And I can't do anything until turn 3. This is not good, friends. Might just have to get away their Erinx next turn. I guess I do this. I'm still gonna take a bunch of damage from the Erinx, but the Armadillo wasn't even a bad blocker, but I already have the Bighorn and the Supplier, which both have 4 toughness, you know? Oh, I don't mind them using Buried on the Garden on my Sterling, whatever. Okay, well, I mean, they must have a bunch of removal in their hand if they're using Buried in the Garden on my 3/2. That or they just got a little bit too aggressive. Okay. Let's just kill that thing. We can attack for 3 vigilance. Sadly, I don't get a saddle up here, though. Ay, ay, ay. Problems. We've got a few problems. Okay, let's just get the lands going then. That's gonna make our Dance of the Tumbleweeds better. We have exactly 5 different lands to grab. Perfect. I'll chump the Armadillo with the Medic for a turn. That's helpful. And actually, my Dance next turn, I can potentially make an 8/8. Are you kidding? That is absurd. And sadly, I didn't draw land, so it's only going to be an exact 7/7 just to be the same size as theirs. Yikes. Have they seriously gone 4 land? Stop? Like, yeah. 4 land with 2 ramp cards and a bunch of 6-drops. Kind of insane. Okay, now I need mana to block when that attacks. I guess they can't attack into the spider all that well, though. Spider plus medic. If they're paying attention, I'm actually dead here. So let's hope they don't pay attention. Oh, wait, no. I'm not dead. I go to 1. But if they draw a creature to crew the homestead, I'm dead. Because I only have 1 mana to block. So I can only block with 1 creature here, which means the medic goes on the Armadillo. Has to. And that is also assuming they don't have a way to... So now we're dead. I don't think I had an option. I think I had to hope that they messed up. Yep, good beats. Great draw by them. Not much to be done. We needed to... If we had hit... So it turns out if I had hit that land for our Dance of the Tumbleweeds, they couldn't attack with 2 of... either of their 7/7s. I would have had an 8/8. Well, I called it, and I'm sad, but I'm also happy. Like, getting to 4 wins with this deck, especially starting 4-0, was fantastic. But then we never drew our Nexus or Goldvein Hydra, basically, again. So, we really needed to draw these cards once we got to the higher bracket, and we didn't. And as such, we lost. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.